Hey guys, this is Kristen with the Hiss'n Kitten Waxing Center. I'm going to talk to you today about histamine reactions. Now before I jump in, if any of y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to comment down below, like or subscribe. Also, if you are on Facebook and you're a licensed cosmetologist or esthetician or currently in SD or Cosmo school, and you like to join groups, then feel free to join Wax Club. It is for professionals only, but it's a great group of people who are just really helpful to one another. So if you're into that kind of thing, then feel free to join Wax Club. Okay, now histamine reaction. So what is a histamine reaction? A histamine reaction is a chemical in your white blood cells that is released into the bloodstream when the immune system is trying to defend itself against a potential allergen. So this can cause an allergic reaction. Now people can get histamine reactions when waxing because of the trauma to the skin. So this can cause them to get redness, like blotchy red spots, even like hives almost. And symptoms can last anywhere from a few hours to a couple of days. Now, how do you treat a histamine reaction? So I always recommend cleansing the skin, make sure it's nice and clean, and then applying cortisone cream on top of the histamine reaction. This will just help reduce inflammation, it'll help soothe the skin, and then hydrate the skin as well. You can also use a fragrance-free moisturizer and apply that on top, like an aloe vera gel as well. That would also be a great way to reduce inflammation and help soothe the skin. So how can you avoid a histamine reaction, or at least reduce the chances of it? Okay, first thing, so I always recommend using a hypoallergenic hard wax. So hard wax in general, I will always recommend over soft wax. With hard wax is so much safer on the skin because it only adheres to the hair, not to the skin. So when it's applied, it is adhering to the hair, it's suction cupping the hair, and then it's removed, or when you pull it off, it's removed. So it's not tugging at the skin when it's being removed. Where with soft wax is strictly adhering to the skin. When you remove that strip, the hair just comes out with it. But that's why you can only go over an area one time with soft wax. If you go over an area more than once, then you can and most likely will lift the skin and cause damage to the skin. So I will always pick hard wax over soft wax. I am not a fan of soft wax. I don't use it. I don't recommend it. Now, not all hard waxes are created equal. So like I said, I always recommend using a hypoallergenic hard wax, which means there is no known allergen ingredient in that hard wax. So most hard waxes, most like polyblend waxes, will have an ingredient called Colophonium, rosin, which is a known allergen. They've been using this forever. It's in most waxes. Like I said, there's anything wrong with it, but it is a known allergen. So because of that, I always use a hypoallergenic hard wax, because if it has Colophonium, that means it's going to be suitable for most skin types, but not all skin types, especially not sensitive skin clients. I would rather just have a wax that is hypoallergenic, so it's suitable for everybody. Whether you are sensitive or not, my wax is going to fit for you. Like I said, not all hard waxes are created equal, so I would never recommend anything like a hard wax from China. So look at ingredients, look at the bag, that is always important. If you use a high quality hard wax, the chance of someone getting a histamine reaction is going to be so much less than if you're using some cheaper wax that's out there. Something else you can do, I also recommend, if you're sensitive, you can take an antihistamine before your waxing appointment. This will just help block the histamines and keep the chance of you getting symptoms low. So that's always an option. Now I did have a client, on like a side note, I had a client years ago who I waxed for years, but the very first time I waxed her, I'll never forget, she came in and we just did her brows. And she said, I just want to let you know that you're going to wax my brows, and as soon as you pull that strip, I'm going to get red bumps. Don't worry, they'll go away in about 10 minutes, but it's not your fault. And I was like, okay, well, in my mind, like I know I use the hypoallergenic hard wax, so maybe this will be different. let's see. No, she still got them. She still got those little red bumps, but they were gone. She was right, in about 10 minutes. So by the time we finished the appointment, I got her checked out, got her rebooked. They were gone. So sometimes you just can't avoid it. But it's always better to be prepared and try to be proactive than be reactive. So if you can avoid it, of course, we always want that. And then last thing to make sure you do, this will just also help avoid any kind of reaction after you get waxed. Make sure you don't go swimming, sweat, work out, have sex, go in like a hot bath or anything like that for 24 hours after your appointment. So we just ripped your hair out from the root. That means your hair follicles are going to be open and susceptible to bacteria and infection. So you want to wait 24 hours to make sure that those follicles seal back up and you don't have anything go in there and just mess up everything that we just did. So I hope this helps. Any questions, let me know. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.